America did some bullshit.
We as Americans are soft as fuck. These companies are having a field day with us because they're increasing prices by the fucking day.
America is broken. America is broken.
Yo, let me tell you something. I just got paid today, and I put $27 in my gas. And look what it looked like. I mean, it's $4 gas, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker got. I'm gonna crash out.
In America, bills, 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 bills. We wake up to bills. We sleep on bills. We eat bills. Every day bills are calling my name. Huh?
Americans are working harder than ever. So why does it feel like we're getting less and less? Every time I pay a bill, buy groceries, or fill up my gas tank, there goes my wallet again, sending emergency alerts. If you've been wondering where all of your money has been disappearing to, trust me, you're not alone. I've been wondering the same thing. Where is my money? Check this out.
You know what I want to talk about? We as Americans are soft as fuck. These companies are having a field day with us because they're increasing prices by the fucking day. Every time you look up, it's a surcharge for this. Gas prices going up, groceries going up. Oh, flights are going up now. No more free check bags. Check bag prices have increased $10. Now you need a subscription for your Gmail account. Now you need subscriptions for card features that you are the car same car that you've been driving. Now you need to pay fucking features for it. We are losing as a society. We're not fighting for anything. I don't know if it's because Americans are distracted by dumb shit, but like these companies are really having a field day, and we just going for it.
Was anybody else's electricity bill insanely high this month? Mine was too. Let's talk about it. Since the start of the second term of this administration, electricity bills have gone through the roof by nearly 10%. On top of that, reports are highlighting and showcasing that not only have household electricity bills gone up by 10%, but also wholesale energy in general has gone up by 74%. And what makes matters even worse is that the Secretary of Energy that was put into this position by the Trump administration has conceded, yes, actually, Trump policies do contribute to the fact that the household costs of energy are going up. But for some reason, this is still the blame of the Democrats. And you're probably wondering why. Well, let me tell you why. Tariffs, trade agreements, and also significant cuts to U.S. energy and rollbacks on green energy in particular, with a heavy reliance on fossil fuels and oil and gas, has led for your costs to go through the roof. As a matter of fact, I have some statistics. The administration's rollbacks on significant renewable energy sources and Green New Deal promises have resulted in 64,000 individuals losing their jobs this year. On top of that, cuts to clean energy resulted in nearly $33 billion in significant downfall and significant investments into nearly 123 energy companies across 33 states. The U.S. Energy Information Administration predicts that next year, the cost of your household bills, specifically for energy and electricity, are going to be up by 18%. Now, that's all I have for you guys today, but I highly recommend two things. One, you follow me here on TikTok as well as my YouTube, which is linked in my bio. And also feel free to check back in for updates, particularly on this issue. And I hope to see you guys next time on another short episode of Politics with NJ. Bye-bye.
America is broken. America is broken. When I had a grocery bag back to my backseat, I took a picture of it. I needed to buy a couple of things, just very couple of things. A little thing of chopped meat, $8.22. Hamburger rolls for 6 hamburger rolls of the store brand, of ShopRite brand, that's bowl in a basket, $2.49. Yellow corn, I figured to get some corn on the cob. 87 cents a piece of corn on the cob, almost $1 a piece of corn on the cob. Fudgicles. We like to have a dessert at night, and we have sugar-free fudgicles. They're $7.49 now. That one bag of grocery cost me $45.27. That's it. I don't know how any of you are doing it because this is I'm disabled. I'm 60. My husband is 70 years old, working full time. He's getting home now. He'll be getting home in an hour or so from work, and he goes in at 6 o'clock in the morning. I just can't do this anymore. America is broken. Broken.
Yo, let me tell you something. I just got paid today, and I put $27 in my gas. And look what it looked like. I mean, it's $4 gas, motherfucker. Four motherfucker got. I'm gonna crash out about this motherfucking gas because, bitch, I can't take this shit. But look, $27. That's all I got. $27. That shit ain't enough. That's $20. Oh hell no, that got me fucked up. $4.
Our power bills are way too high. That's why I filed a bill saying our power bills are too high. I filed legislation so that Duke Energy cannot engage in what is called multi-year rate making. Multi-year rate making allows Duke Energy to raise your bills 3 years in advance. Why should they be able to do that? They should have to go to the Utilities Commission every single year and explain why our rates are going to go up. And I do not think we should move forward with our current rate increase. There will be a hearing tonight in Durham. And there's something else that you can do. We have an election coming up. You need to look into the Senate candidates. So, Senate candidate Michael Watley, he has invested in Duke Energy. He has a lot of stocks. Do we really trust that he's going to hold Duke Energy accountable when he has all of these stocks? I don't. That's why I sent him a letter along with Senator Caleb Tedros to say he should divest. Why should you invest in Duke Energy stock? And we believe that you're going to do what is right and hold Duke Energy accountable for these rate increases. So we sent him that letter. Still waiting to hear back on that letter, but you can support the My Power Bill is Too High bill. Also filed another energy bill with Senator Salvador. We're going to come into the really, really hot part of the year. And if you can't afford your bill and you have these really, really, really high temperatures, they should not be able to do those cutoffs. You have seniors that literally suffer from heat stroke. So that is another bill that we filed. But the power bills are too high. Time to do something about it. So please support these bills as we move forward with session.
We did get a not attractive inflation report this morning. Let's put these numbers up for CPI. Yep. All food prices up 3%, all gas prices up 40%, energy prices up 23.5%. And we can see those up on the board. What does that do?
Yeah, well, so the overall inflation rate is now running at about 4.2%. That's pretty high, not catastrophic. I mean, you and I lived through the 1970s when inflation as high as 11, 12%. But the fact is that this is all being driven by the high price of oil. By the way, also a lot of the fertilizer goes through the Strait of Hormuz, too. And that's driven up the price of food as well. So those are the two commodities that are rising really rapidly in prices: oil and food products. And that's what people buy. They buy gas at the pump, and they go to the grocery store, and they're paying these high prices for food.
Quickly,
in America, bills, 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 bills. We wake up to bills. We sleep on bills. We eat bills. Every day bills are calling my name. Huh? I've been here for 4 years in this neighborhood. I don't know any of my neighbors. Let me tell you right now. I want to go with America. I don't know any of my neighbors. It's not like in Africa where you will go to your neighbor's house to borrow salt, to borrow oil to cook with. Now here, it's not like over there where you go in the streets to play around with other kids. It's not here. And then you will not come to America. Come and still because I go in America. Bills, bills, bills. Eh? Bills calling your name every day. This is what we're going through. This is what we're going right now. When you went to school or that, bills will stress you out. They will stress you out. When you get stressed.
Where do you shop these days for your groceries? Everywhere you go now, prices are up. Even the bargain basement places, everything is going up. Have you changed where you go shopping because of the cost? It was just reported today that inflation has topped 4%, which is the first time in 3 years, as oil prices continue to go up. I still like to go to Costco because you can buy in bulk, and freeze things like meat and whatnot. And believe it or not, I go to Trader Joe's. We have lots of Trader Joe's here in California, and Trader Joe's, contrary to what people think, are actually better prices than the supermarket. The problem is Trader Joe's is so great that you end up always buying way more when you go there. So that's why you think you spend more. And you do, but it's because they have good stuff. And if you're still going to your same grocery store, what are you cutting back on? I just want to hear everybody's stories because I'm tired of hearing politicians on TV pointing to past administrations for today's woes. It's like, no, you got to fix the problem today. And we've got a midterm election coming up in November. And you guys are going to hear from the American people really loud and clear because nobody wants your excuses anymore. We want to stop losing money. People are draining their emergency funds. People are putting their groceries on credit cards. This is getting really bad. But I want to hear from you. What are you doing? How is this all affecting you?
I just got my hospital bill. I was in there for 3 days for a leg surgery, and I'm going to read you the itemized charge list. First, semi-private room and bed changes, $12,487. Changes for drugs and IV solutions, $2,222. Medical surgical supplies, $2,918. Clinical laboratory changes, $5,314. Operating room charges, $7,749. Anesthesia services, $2,157. Physical therapy, $874. I literally had no physical therapy. I had surgery and I walked with a nurse when I got out. And I was the one who said I wanted to walk on my own. I literally held some random nurse's arm. Emergency room services, $5,615. Recovery room services, $1,948, for a total of a whopping $41,288. Free that boy.
More and more Americans are taking 401k withdrawals for emergency purposes. I heard this story on the radio yesterday, and the videos that I did yesterday were focused on affordability since New Jersey is one of the most expensive states to live in, and people are seriously struggling. Our governor's budget comes out today. It's March 10th. But this was, according to Vanguard's group, How America Saves in 2026. The report has a record 6% of the firm's 5 million workers have been plucking money from their accounts to pay for financial hardships, which is up from 4.8%. It also says that this was the sixth straight year that the hardship withdrawals have increased, according to the Vanguard researchers. In addition, 13% of participants had a loan outstanding in the year 2025, on par with 2024. It does say most people are not treating their retirement accounts as piggy banks, but the biggest reason for the withdrawals are staving off foreclosures or evictions from their homes, followed by medical expenses. Which were the two biggest things that we're struggling with in New Jersey? The cost of healthcare and property taxes. Now, in 2024, there was legislation, it's called Secure 2.0, that workers have been able to pull $1,000 annually from their retirement for specific emergency needs without owing the 10% early distribution penalty. And if you agree to pay it back within 3 years, you might not face a tax bill on the sum, provided it can be tagged as a personal or family emergency. I didn't know that. This is what the article looks like. If you want to look it up, it's by Carrie Hannon.
America, this some bullshit. I just got a letter, and in 45 days, my rent is going to increase $600. I have 7 days to let them know if I am going to stay after this increase. And if I am not, then I have 40 days to evacuate the premises? Question mark? Is this y'all king?
I've lived in Louisiana my entire life, and you will never be able to convince me that the greatest invention of the 20th century is not AC. Not cars, not the airplane, blessed AC. And when the power goes out after a big hurricane for days at a time, you understand exactly why. Living in Louisiana in the summer is like living in someone's mouth. It's hot and it's humid constantly. AC is necessary for our expenses, and we have no option but to pay that bill just so that the AC can stay on. There are 5 people in Louisiana who directly control the cost of your utility bills. And I bet you can't even name any of them. That's a problem. And that's also the point. The Louisiana Public Service Commission is made up of 5 elected commissioners, and their election is on November 3rd. It's constitutionally established, and their job by law is to make sure utilities provide safe, reliable, and reasonably priced services. They decide what utility companies can charge you, how much profit those companies are allowed to make, and whether programs that lower your bill even get implemented. 5 people, that much power, and most Louisiana voters couldn't even pick them up out of a lineup. The general narrative for the exorbitant rates that we've seen has been that natural gas prices have risen. And I'm sorry, but that dog don't hunt. Louisiana sits on top of natural gas. We export it to the entire world. So why are our bills going up every single summer? Because the people regulating your utilities answer to the utility companies, not to you, not to the people of Louisiana. Last year, we saw one of the sharpest bill spikes Louisiana has seen in years. Clico customers were up 29%, Southwestern Electric up 20%, Entergy up 11%. And in April of 2025, they still voted to end a statewide program that would have saved customers thousands of dollars. Chris Justin is running for Public Service Commission in District 1. He's on the ballot in November. He's a nonpartisan licensed professional engineer. He advised the PSC directly on cutting costs for ratepayers. He found $12.8 million a year in utility ghost charges. You know, those fees you're paying for absolutely nothing. His opponents are also 2 of the 3 biggest recipients of utility money in this entire election. Chris Justin takes none of it, which is why he needs your support. This is an area where we desperately need big money out of politics and out of our daily lives and wallets. Hit the link in my bio and donate to his campaign today. And let's put people in the commission that will actually work for Louisiana residents instead of the corporations. Stay steady, eyes open, guard the Republic.
People are doing everything they can to make it, but you can only stretch a paycheck so far before something has to give. Let me know what's hurting your budget right now, because I know everybody is feeling a little pressure. And if you're tired of pretending everything is fine, hit subscribe, because we're going to continue having these real conversations. Happy every day.
No fit overthink, me I no like stress. Steady on my speed, I'm no checking my point.